Odesa Oblast. Population 2,377,230. The region, the largest in Ukraine by area, is approximately the size of Belgium. The length of coastline. The region has 8 seaports, over 80,000 hectares of vineyards, and 5 of the biggest lakes in Ukraine. One of the largest, Yalpur Lake, is as large as the city of Odessa itself. Evidence of the earliest inhabitants in this area comes from the settlements and burial grounds of the Neolithic Gumelnita, Kukatani Tripilian and Usitovo cultures, as well as from the tumuli and hoards of the Bronze Age Proto-Indo-Europeans. In the first millennium BC, Milesian Greeks founded colonies along the northern coast of the Black Sea, including the towns of Olbia, Tyras, Naconium, Panticapaeum, and Chersonesus. The Greeks left behind painted vessels, ceramics, sculptures, inscriptions, arts and crafts that indicate the prosperity of their ancient civilization. The culture of Scythian tribes inhabiting the Black Sea littoral steppes in the first millennium BC has left artifacts in settlements and burial grounds, including weapons, bronze cauldrons, other utensils, and adornments. By the beginning of the first millennium AD, the Sarmatians displaced the Scythians. In the 3rd-4th centuries AD, a tribal alliance, represented by the items of Chernyakov culture, developed. From the middle of the first millennium, the formation of the Slavic people began. In the 9th century, the Eastern Slavs united into a state with Kiev as its center. The Khazars, Polotsi and Pechenegs were the Slavs' neighbors during different times. Archaeological evidence of the period of the 9th-14th centuries survives in materials from the settlements and cities of Kievan Rus, Belgorod, Kaffa Theodosia, and Berezan Island. The Mongols took over the Black Sea littoral in the 13th century. From about 1290, parts of the region were territories of the Republic of Genoa, becoming a center of Genoese commercial activity until at least the middle of the 14th century. The Grand Duchy of Lithuania acquired the area at the beginning of the 15th century. In 1593, the Ottoman Empire set up in the area what became known as its Dnieper province, unofficially known as the Khanate of Ukraine. Russian historiography refers to the area from 1791 as the Ochakov Oblast. The territory of the Odesa Oblast passed to Russian control in 1791 in the course of the Russian southern expansion towards the Black Sea at the end of the 18th century. After the February Revolution of 1917 in Russia, the area became part of the Ukrainian People's Republic, but soon succumbed first to the Russian Volunteer Army and then to the Russian Bolshevik Red Army. By 1920, the Soviet authorities had secured the territory of Odesa Oblast, which became part of the Ukrainian SSR. The oblast was established on the 27th of February 1932 from 5 districts: Odessa Okruha, Pervomaysk Okruha, Kirovorod Okruha, Mykolaiv Okruha, and Kherson Okruha. In 1937, the Central Executive Committee of the USSR split off the eastern portions of the Odessa Oblast to form the Mykolaiv Oblast. During World War II, Axis forces conquered the area and Romania occupied the oblast and administered it as part of the Transnistria Governorate. After the war, the Soviet administration re-established the oblast with its pre-war borders. Odesa Oblast expanded in 1954 to absorb Izmail Oblast, formed in 1940 as a result of the Soviet occupation of Bessarabia and northern Bukovina, when northern and southern parts of Bessarabia were given to the Ukrainian SSR. During the 1991 referendum, 85.38% of votes in Odesa Oblast favored the declaration of independence of Ukraine. A survey conducted in December 2014 by the Kyiv International Institute of Sociology found that 2.3% of the oblast's population supported their region joining Russia. 91.5% did not support the idea, and the rest were undecided or did not respond. A poll reported by Alexei Navalny and conducted in September 2014 found similar results. The country's largest oblast by area, it occupies an area of around 33,300 square kilometers. It is characterized by largely flat steppes divided by the estuary of the Dniester River. Its Black Sea coast comprises numerous sandy beaches, estuaries and lagoons. The region's soils are renowned for their fertility, and intensive agriculture is the mainstay of the local economy. The southwest has many orchards and vineyards, while arable crops are grown throughout the region. Significant branches of the oblast's economy are: the region's industrial capability is principally concentrated in and around Odessa. The oblast's population is 2.4 million people, nearly 40% of whom live in the city of Odessa. Significant Bulgarian and there is a small Greek community in the city of Odessa. Bulgarians and Romanians represent 21% and 13% respectively of the population in the salient of Budjak. Within Odessa Oblast, religion in Odessa Oblast, the dominant religion in Odessa Oblast is Eastern Orthodox Christianity. Prof.